Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Dragon Age 2, and welcome back once again, of course, to Kirkwall. We're hanging out with Varric, Aveline, and Anders has joined the party, replacing my slightly obnoxious brother, and we are going to venture forth to... Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to check our quest log and decide where we're going to go. I'm going to ignore the rumours for now, we're going to ignore the plot for now. We're just going to pick something and work that quest. I think that's a good idea. So what's the first one? Okay, no, we're going to focus... Maybe we should leave the city. No, my problem with that is I feel like... I'm not sure what my problem is. Okay, Varric wants to talk to me. My theory is if we do all the city stuff now, maybe we'll get more quests that take us out of the city, right? Yeah, okay, so let's go to the gallows and talk to Tobias, who was something to do with our father. I think we need to make it daytime. And... gallows, there we go. And we learnt all about Tobias the Mage from the information in the building we broke into. Let's go find out if he's still alive. Slightly scary place for our mage to go, it must be said. Yeah, considering what they do to mages in the gallows, but...
I've always wondered, why is every surface dwarf a merchant or a smith?
You left out criminals and hired muscle.
They don't count.
We dwarves are drawn to shiny objects. Sort of like magpies, but with business sense.
You're kidding.
Of course I am. We come to the surface with the skills our ancestors had, Blondie. You think there's a tradition of dwarf woodcutters in Orzammar? Beekeepers? Sailors?
Well, there could be mushroom growers and nug wranglers.
Orzammar will never let those people go topside. Too vital. Also, embarrassing.
I feel like they've upped the banter a little bit in this game. One thing I like about it is you will have heard them every now and again kind of actually reacting to what's going on, you know, and discussing it with each other. Do you have anything cool, Mr. Shop Person? Rune of Fire. Rune of Fire. No, that's silly. We don't need a Rune of Fire. Let's go have a little poke around. Armor of the Wall. 386. These numbers mean nothing to me once again, so that's why the star ratings are good. If nothing else, I can look at the star ratings and think, okay, this is better than that, which is nice.
We're not Ferelden.
There you go, readers amongst you. It's funny, I think if I was playing on my own, I might consider reading the stuff, but I don't think I can bring myself to do it on a YouTube video, considering how much codex material there is. Don't know where I'm going. Don't know why I'm going down here.
I think that statue over there is a statement on modern life. Possibly the statement is, well, shit.
Mage goods.
Why does the night...
I'm a mage. Oh, it's so... I can actually use that as well. Oh, it's so good. I mean, is that not worth grabbing? I mean, I wouldn't grab this one, right? That's 40... I mean, that's all about the damage. This one has spirit damage, but also lots of mana. And hits for the same amount. It's such an upgrade. I mean, I'm just going to grab it. Screw it. We don't have fires. Wait, do we have fire spells? Oh, I should have taken the fire. Oh, I've made a mistake. Come back. Come back. I want the other one. Can I sell this? Oh, no. Well, I've committed now. I'm not wasting the money. In retrospect, I would have done that differently. That goes without saying. Okay, I've treated myself once. That's enough. I don't need to treat myself again. Let's go find this mage. It is pretty sick, though. You know, all my companions have their special weapons that level up with them. I don't have a bloody thing. So we need to treat ourselves every now and again. Tobias, you're alive.
I know your face. I am Tobias. And you are Hawke. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
My father must have left quite an impression. The letter I found was ancient.
I needn't tell his own child how special he was. As to the letter, it pained me to send news of the Templar's death.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
What a bad Templar.
Sounds like he didn't quite understand the job.
Doubt can serve the faithful, even as it vexes them. I fear this has been lost. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Okay.
Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
Carver? Suspicious. Carver, we must supply... Yeah, okay, so he must have... Our dad must have named Carver after him. So, I think to talk to Carver, we have to go back to the house. How do I leave? I never know how to leave. I think I go back here, yeah. It's interesting. Dragon Age Origins and Ferelden very much medieval, you know? Very much Western Europe, medieval, classic fantasy setting is Western Europe, medieval times. You know, you see in Dark Souls, you see in Dragon Age, you see in every medieval game. This one has a much more Middle East kind of vibe, East Africa, Egypt kind of area, or, you know, your Iraq, Palestine, that sort of region, India, etc., etc. It's interesting. You don't see it rendered that often. I've been talking about it in Shadow of the Erdtree recently because they've also lent a little bit more in that direction. It's nice to see them expanding. Not everything needs to be like a classic Western castle, you know?
Hello, Lord Carver.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you'd done it right. Lothering was our home, not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
You're right.
What?
I'd change all of that if I could. But we don't have that option, and you know it. Well, good talk.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
That's fine. I only agreed to make you stop being a dick, and it kind of worked. You want to chat more? How dramatic of you staring into the fire.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
I'm not holding you back with generosity. Just have a look.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
It's okay, buddy. I know Carver's been a bit of a dick, not gonna pretend otherwise, but you know, a lot's gone on. It's been a trying time for all of us. So, you know, it is what it is. Actually, let's decide what quests we're gonna do next before we do that. So, ignoring the rumors, as per, ignoring main plot, obviously. So that's Aveline's out there. We've gotta go talk to Varric. Magister's Mansion, or let's go to Hightown at daytime and talk to Hubert, and then we'll go to Hightown at nighttime and meet with Fenris. Sounds like a plan. That's Hightown. You're Hightown, and we're in daytime. Let's go. Meh. I mean, look, we've been through a lot. Bethany died. We're in a whole new place. He feels... I mean, obviously, with our father being a mage and me being a mage, I think there's going to be a little bit of resentment there as well, rather naturally. I kind of get it.
So, a human, an elf, and a dwarf walk into a bar.
The human says, "You're lucky you're so short. That hurt like mad.
You could have just stopped me, Blondie.
Why waste a perfectly good setup?"
My dad's a lawyer, and for a time I studied law, and for a time my sister studied law. Neither of us committed to studying law long term. We both backed out and did other things, but we both dabbled in law, weirdly enough. And I think that, I mean, I never really thought about it. Oh, backpack. Oh, actually, one of the mods I have, interestingly enough, is a backpack mod. Because there is, I think, enough... Let me try to see if I can remember how this works. You know how I mentioned how you can't actually level all the way up? You can barely get over halfway to max level in this game because they've screwed up the XP balance entirely. So there's a mod to rebalance the XP. So that we now cap out at 25, but also we get the talent points. It's the same with the backpacks. There's backpacks in the game to hit it for 120 inventory space, if I remember. But they only activated enough to hit 100. They just didn't put the others in the game. This game was really rushed out in a lot of ways. I think that's why so much of it takes place within Kirkwall City, because, you know, you just build the asset and you can use it for a huge swathe of time. They had a lot of problems. I love it despite that, but it is interesting to know. What's this? Oh, the runes. There's our new one, the lightning. We've got rune protection as well. I get the feeling they're less disposable this time around. Help wanted. Citizens of Kirkwall, my dear wife Ninette has gone missing. I shall reward the person who returns her safely. Questions about the bounty on Ninette? Speak to me in Hightown. I'm already in Hightown. What have you got, Hubert? Just want to see if anyone's got anything cool. I like cool things. The Liar's Charm. Amulet. Puzzle ring. Belt. Tome of Technique. Ah, that's cool. Check all these and then we'll get going again. Don't you worry, your pretty little heads. I don't really want to spend a lot of money. I'm just curious if people have any cool things, basically. Doesn't look like it. Right, Hubert.
Hear you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees.
Careful.
I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Alright.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The bone pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
That's a perfectly valid point. You want to get your money, you know, you want to start making money again. But telling me that you barely pay your miners is not the way to get me, a staunch anti-capitalist, on side.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Really, another way to not get me on side. It's just...
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
To talk about how your wife is essentially your property.
You should pay someone else. Like me. I like being paid.
If you can find me Ned, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores. Until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Bah! Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah.
I'm gonna find her. I'm not convinced I'm gonna be bringing her back to the house, though. I think if we can find a way that she can just leave safely and do her own thing, I think that's where we're gonna aim. Because he seems like a dick. And I don't like anyone who talks about women like their property. That doesn't fly. So, let's find her, get a reward. Because I need money. And then we can hopefully get her out of here. Oh, Matcha, this is the one we got the rumor about.
Please, can you help me? My brother.
What's wrong?
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars, and
That was weird. What are you saying seems very appropriate right now.
So you think the Templars, what, killed and ate your brother?
Maker forbid. I don't know what happened. He just stopped writing me. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance. In your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. Maker bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Just a little curtsy. That was nice. Anything on the board? No. Magistrate there's just so much going on. Vanard, I want to leave the city. Well, I'm not allowed. What do you want, Vanard?
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you.
It's not a great first
I've
impression.
heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
Aveline's not going to love this issue.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important, job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Not for me, it's not.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
All right.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Feel like, again, I'm going to try to find a way to circumvent what you want because you're a dick. If people were just nice to me, I'd be much more willing to do what they want in a way that would end up suiting them. Like, on a basic level. Never mind what you're doing, never mind what you need, blah, blah, blah. Just on a basic level, be nice, and things will go better for you. Is this where we head into the brothel? We are indeed. The Red Lantern District. Very clever. I went to the Red Light District when I was in Amsterdam. many a year ago. Everyone else found it really weird. I didn't find it that strange. I didn't do anything, obviously, just gonna put that out there. It gets a little odd when they make like it's weird. Like sex work is quite a normalized thing, I think, in general, especially with time. But it is quite a weird thing. You walk down a street and there's rows and rows of women in glass cases, essentially. It's like a meat market. And there's this, it's a weird knowledge knowing.
You married a Templar, huh?
What of it?
Are they all as dirty as they seem?
What?
Did he ever ask you to play the naughty mage and the hapless recruit? Maybe the secret desire demon and the upstanding knight?
That's disgusting.
Actually sounds quite fun.
I hear it's quite popular.
I was thinking, I think I'd be down for that one. Obviously, I'd be the desire demon, obviously. Jethan, that's not a real name, Jethan.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
I can see why Nanette liked you. You're feisty.
He put some mustard on that, didn't he? On the hard.
A refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Were you hoping Nanette would leave Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Nanette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Nanette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Nanette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Someone else Nanette spent special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Nanette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Did he just do a little hip thrust motion? Oh, he's got a quest for me. Hey, Jethan.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many services?
I was just passing through.
Have it your way.
Oh. Do I have to accept his services? Alright, I'm gonna save it because I don't know how I feel about this.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many services?
I have coin in my purse and time to spare. Why not?
Hawke, not now.
Quite you.
Yes, now. You wait here.
You really test me, you know?
I love their relationship. Wait, how much? Okay, wait, quest updated. Right, no. So I'm gonna load. I was just curious what that was going to do. I'm not wasting my money or my beloved Aveline friendship. I really like Aveline as a character already because she's stern in the way that like Valana etc. were, but in a slightly funnier sort of way. She's more entertaining with it. I think she's like a bit of a stick in the mud in a sort of exasperated wife on a tired 90s sitcom cliche thing, you know, with the ridiculously attractive wife and the ridiculously unattractive husband. And then there's about 1 million of those sitcoms out there. In the 2000s in particular, it was just such a thing. This exact same... There was not one sitcom I can think of where there was like a heavier wife and like a slim, conventionally attractive husband. Not a single one I can think of. The fact is, women don't get the same opportunities as men in that kind of thing. You can be...
Of course.
A big funny guy and do alright.
I would never have left willingly.
Women have begun to get that going a little bit. There's people like Amy Schumer, etc. But I mean, I despise Amy Schumer, but that's neither here nor there.
My life trying to live a memory.
I didn't think I'd give it a second thought once I was gone. I mean, what did Ferelden ever do for me? But I do. I think about it. There's something here that just doesn't feel right.
You mean how mages are treated?
No. I think there's not enough dog shit.
There's no dogs at all. I don't know. It's just sad. It's just sad. Right, so we need to go to Lowtown. Let's go to Darktown. Let's keep working on the first sacrifice. Why is it called the first sacrifice? That's very ominous. Where's Darktown? I've got a new. Oh, I'm gonna nip home and grab this letter because this is inevitably another quest. It's just it's a bit sad that you don't get the same opportunities. A lot of women talk about how as soon as you hit like 30 or something like that,
dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
you're done. Hawke, I know we didn't part on the best terms. You were right. I was trying to squeeze more work out of you than justified. You more than paid your way into the city. Been tight since you left, though. If you're looking for more work, come see me in Hightown. All right, we're actually going to meet Ephemeral, which is cool.
He gave it a shake.
But first, we're going to Darktown, which is there. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so I went to Red Light District, and again, as I've said, I think it should all... I'm going to stop talking about sex work after this, by the way, because I feel like it's come up several times already, and that's a bit weird. I just happened to be thinking about it for some reason. Well, because we went to a brothel in game. And it's fine, people do what they do. No judgment applied to it at all. But it is this weird feeling, like you've got this... And some of the women are conventionally, or whatever you want to call it, just absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. Would be... just insane, just absolutely insane. And there's this weird knowledge that all it takes for you to go and have sex with this gorgeous woman who is right there beyond the glass is like 50 euros or something that you might have in your pocket. Again, it's not something I would do, but it's such a weird... That's a weird feeling. That kind of blatant accessibility almost is very strange, because it's just not how life is. Usually romance or hooking up with someone or whatever, it's a dance. There's a repertoire. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm getting a little embarrassed that I'm going to say something stupid. I hope people understand what I'm saying. That was a strange aspect. It's like going to a fast food restaurant, which is just not a usual experience. I mean, no, fast food restaurants are. You know what I mean? It's a fast sex restaurant, essentially. I would be surprised if it's not more normalized, given a few more decades. It is legal in the US, I believe, but only in very specific areas. Anywho, no more sex talk. I'm a good, wholesome boy. How many enemies we have here? Doesn't really matter. Tempest. Always Tempest. Oh, it's a Templar. Don't want to hurt me. You're not doing anything, son. You're just sitting there. Oh, very nice. Okay, buddy. You know what? I'll kill all the guys, and then we'll chat. How's that for a deal? Oh, I forgot I got new stuff. Oh, no wonder we're hitting like a truck. Very cool. We're doing nature damage, aren't we? Very nice.
I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
You're older than I thought you'd be. Ninette seems to go for the young, pointy-eared sorts.
What?
Ghislaine de Carac's wife, Ninette. You were asking about her.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
That sort of attitude will never pay off.
Ha! I was eager at first, but failure has leached all enthusiasm from me. This all started when Maren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Don't you hate it when something goes missing? I lose things all the time.
What?
The women. They're missing, and you can't find them.
All right. I cannot lie, Syrah. I tire of searching. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into...
After dark, investigate the Lowtown Foundry where Marin's trail ended. Okay, let's go do that. I feel like we've been bouncing around quests. I'm just going to explore this area. We've been bouncing around quests a lot, and I feel like it's making the quests harder to follow in a way. I'm not sure follow's the word, but you know what I mean. Oh, 6 mana stamina. There you go, my dear. I can't go this way, can I? Nope. So I'm going to try to focus on singular quests at a time. We might have to backtrack a little bit more. But whilst we're still rummaging around the city, I'm going to try to do a quest at a time. This wasn't here last time, was it, by the way? This secret little entrance. I think it has appeared since we picked up the quest. Speaking of losing things, I lost my phone today for a while. I say today, about 24 hours ago now, yesterday morning. I decided to clear out my room a little bit. I just tossed a bunch of stuff. I mentioned I got like new speakers, so I was throwing out the old speakers because they don't really work anymore, etc., etc. And I decided I was just going to have a clear out. I was just going to throw out a bunch of stuff. So I put my phone on my bed behind where I record, which is usually where I put it. And then I started to get rid of things, you know, cleared out. Maybe like a bin bag's worth of items. Not a huge one, but, you know, a decent amount of stuff. Where am I going again? Lowtown, after dark at Lowtown. Okay. Nighttime. Lowtown. So I threw my phone on my bed, and then I started throwing everything else I was going to throw away onto my bed. And what I didn't realise that when I started shoveling things into the bin bag, I also threw my phone into the bin bag. And then I went and put the bin bag out in the bin and put the bin out on the street. And then I had this big panic because obviously I couldn't find my phone. I was looking all over the house for it. I kept ringing it and obviously didn't hear anything. And eventually I clocked, right, I must have put it in the bin, like a very intelligent person would do. That's a lot of people. It's a shame I've got a big old spell in it. Pew! That's a little disappointing, actually. I mean, I just right-click people. I right-click like a truck with that new stuff. I mean, this spell's great. It is shredding. It's interesting that enemies sort of appear mid-combat as well. That's new. You can get ambushed a lot more, which I think is pretty cool. Oh! Look at this little lass jumping from the bloody ceiling. Kill a lot of people in this game, don't you? Oh, hello. Sharp little pinpricks. It's me, my college name. Directions to the sharp space. We've got a new base, and you lot best keep the lore away. Directions to the Lowtown sneak below, but don't come unless you've got good eyes or get an answer square between the eyes. Good news, I should say. Oh, wait. What did I just do? Oh! I can hit R, and it kind of just auto-loots almost. Like, if I go over here. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, right.
Then we'll go do this one afterwards.
Metal Spike District.
Let's level up. Okay, priorities. Cunning. 20. And this is one I want to level, but we need to be level 7, so we're going to get that next time. This is, funnily enough, I think this is mislabeled. It says it's Marksman, but I think this is meant to be Bianca, and then this one is Marksman up here. It's got Pinning Shot, Specialist. So you can only pick one of these at a time, so it kind of doesn't make sense to me to get all 3 of them, you know? Precision is accuracy, so more crit and attack. That's speed, and that's damage. Well, no, it's stun chance. Oh, that sounds good. That's the one I want most. That actually might be the one I want the most. Which means the others were stupid. What else can we get? Nah, I've got the bomb. I like the bomb. Blindside, back-to-back, Armistice, Gold. Interesting. Okay, interestingly enough, that I wonder if that's taken from World of Warcraft. So that's the Varric basically stands in the middle and goes, "You bunch of nerds, go attack Aveline," and they'll all go attack Aveline, right? There is an ability in World of Warcraft called Tricks of the Trade, where you target the tank, and then all the threat you do goes to the tank instead. So that's probably worth picking up, I think. Do I want Armistice? Okay, so that's if I pull threat, that just pulls threat away. Yeah. Well, since there isn't... Oh, I think I'm going to pick up power first. Not sure how I feel about that, though. More power for you. Friday, I'm in love. Do 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 do. Don't really want Glyph of Repulsion. Do we want... Let's level up Spirit Strike. Is he using that? Yeah, Spirit Bolt. Cool. Are you using the Flask? Yeah, cool. He's not using any of his auras, though. Self, any, activate mode, power. I'm going to put the stun chance on, I think. We can change that one as need be. So he should just have that on constantly now, right?
Favorite part of town. Can we leave now?
Well, maybe when we get into combat, we'll see. What was I talking about? Anyways, yes, I went and rummaged around in the bin until I found my phone. Google has a very handy thing. If you've got a Google phone, I've got an S something. My phone's always on mute, so when I ring it, like using an e-service, you can't hear it. But Google has a thing that forces your phone to play a very loud noise, so it's very able to track it down. Hey, you better run, egg. Varric, do you wanna go first here, buddy? I don't trust this room. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a shade. Oh, I thought it was a shriek and a desire demon. Gonna throw my big boy spell. It's not got the greatest range on it. I can't. Oh. Interesting enough, I can't zoom out any further than this. It's not like Dragon Age Origins where I can zoom out and have like a full tactical view, you know? Yeah, I'm just screwed. Whatever. Bonk. I feel quite strong at the moment. One thing I really like as well is that when you use your melee, she doesn't do any less damage. I hit for the same in melee that I do with like the ranged attack, which I think is pretty cool. It's crazy how effective
and I don't like it.
It is just to have more interesting animations. Because again, Mages to me look super boring. He's got it on now, doesn't he? I don't want to swap out my character in case she activates something stupid. Can I see the auras? Oh right, yeah. See down there at the bottom right. He's got power activated, which is cool. Mages had great spells in Origins, but I felt like they just looked boring when they just regularly attacked, right? I'm just gonna blow poke around. But just having all these needlessly fancy animations.
What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots.
Just makes it very different.
Easy as pie.
Oh, 100 XP
Want
for
me
that.
to take a look at that?
Should be able to get this one now, right? Nice. Got a new amulet. What is it? 6 health. I'm going to give that to you. And you can have this one, buddy. I think I'm not keeping Anders. So, I'm kind of prioritizing the other two. I'm pretty sure this is my final party, except Anders is getting swapped out for my beloved. Who we haven't even met yet, but I know I love her, and that's all that matters. Sack of bones. Oh, Rune of Fire. Cool. And Ninette's ring.
That ring looks Orlesian.
Oh.
Severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette.
Is this blood magic that they've captured her and turned her into not the Desire Demon, but there's an abomination in the same area. Ooh, boots. Do I have boots? I do. Well, they are better though. Get myself some mana. Don't mind if I do. Poor lass. I think she's been turned into a monster. I don't know, maybe she's just missing a hand, right? It's just a severed hand and a ring. Maybe the rest of her is okay. You never know.
Let's finish this.
Doesn't cost anything to be optimistic, folks.
You go through me before anyone else.
That's the right thing you could have done.
So, we won?
We won.
We won! Good job, guys. I'm glad they've clearly scrapped the whole out of combat regen thing. Like, as soon as combat's over, Like, the reason these aren't full is because we've got like permanent ultis. But as soon as combat's over, full health, full stamina, full magic. Out of combat regen was the most pointless stat in the world in the first game. So I'm glad to see it's gone. The spider room. I always get so many bloody spiders in this room. I don't mind them. They keep the other things away, but there needs to be like a limit. Like if you've got 25 spiders in your room. That's funny. See, I say that, but maybe 25 is like a normal amount of spiders to have in your room. I know I said I was going to focus one quest, but there is another one right here, so we should go check out this the Sharp's den down here while we're here. How many spiders is too many? I don't know how many spiders an average room has, because obviously you don't know where most of them are, all hiding in the dark, shadowy crevices. Much like myself. I'm gonna have a beverage. I cannot imagine how awful that sound is, but I never pay attention. I never check the video afterwards. Tempest!
Get back!
Walk away. Don't get full of yourself.
Making the
The Runt's Spiker and Bloody Butcher's Gloves.
place one enemy at a time.
Bianca, you minx! That was beautiful!
What am I missing here? That the game wants me to click on. Door? God damn, girl.
Got one!
Well, next.
I don't see anything. I'm confused. Oh, I think we just have to clear the place out. Yeah, cool. Cool. What was I talking about? Ah, God only knows. Anyways, I got my phone back. I have to wait a few more days until I get my desk, unfortunately. Well, oh boy, am I gonna have
Good job in
room.
there. In fact, get rid of any other groups like that, and I'll be at the Hanged Man with some toys as reward. Courtesy of some interested friends.
I never meet anyone normal.
I really like this thing they've done, wherein the dialogue options you pick kind of inspire how your character reacts to everything else. And I think purple is by far the best choice. It's the most fun anyway. Where are we going? Okay, we're going to go to Hightown and we're going to go to the Gallows. Can I not go to the Gallows at night? No, apparently not. I think it's a really good addition. And I think we picked the right one. The other two just don't seem like they're going to be near. I mean, it depends how you want to roleplay your character, right? You could roleplay as an angry person, you know, as a mage in Kirkwall. Maybe it makes a lot of sense to be angry, or alternatively, it also makes sense to be fairly chill and polite all the time to kind of try to blend in and not get yourself murdered. Oh, I got some new stuff. What did we get? Bloody Butcher's Gloves. Oh, they're only for... I keep finding things that are just for me. But I'm never going to have 18 dexterity. What about these? These... No, why doesn't it say the restriction on them? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Herb derb. If it's boots or gloves or a chest piece. Basically, if it's any of these armor slots, they don't work on companions. Although you can see they've got 4 slots here for like the under armor things that we've seen. Right. That's why I keep finding useless gear. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, good to know. Oh, do I want... No. Okay, I mean, there's no world where I'm ever going to need these, is there? So, let's go to all that. Lovely jubbly. 11 gold. Feel like I would have more than that, but whatever. Emmerich. I'm sorry, buddy.
Recognize your mage? This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
If they're not dead, watch out for a bunch of boneless women flopping through the streets.
Show some respect.
Yeah, sorry.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
I can't help it, man. The purple responses are so good.
Hymn of repentance. Grant us absolute.
They're so funny. I just always want to click them. Oh, how you doing, Hugh?
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
What a mustache.
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
You're already defying orders to talk to me. Might as well share the good stuff.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Figures.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
See, this is why I want to do all the city stuff, because we keep finding things. Okay, we need to talk to Varric. Still a lot going on. Hightown at night. Bone Pit, that's outside the city. That's outside the city. We go talk to Fenrir, and we go to the mansion. Hightown at night, right? For Fenris. Yep. Let's go do it. And then we'll go pop out of the city. That's the noise we're going to make. It's going to be great. Select multiple party members. Alright, just like... Let me just try that. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, just in case I want to... Alright, stop that. Just in case I want to move people around tactically, I guess, at one time, rather than clicking them all and moving them individually as I used to have to. Maybe you didn't have to in the old game, I don't know, it's just I did. On those rare occasions we were in a horrible situation. I say rare. It happened a lot in Dragon Age. By this point in Dragon Age Origins, I had died countless times. This game definitely eases you in a lot easier than Origins ever did. It helps that I know more now than I did in Origins, of course, because I've played recently. But, still.
No one has left the mansion, but I've heard nothing within. Daenerys may know we're here. I wouldn't put it past him.
I'm going to try to find a mod. The only thing I want to change that I've picked up as I've been playing, I hate the subtitles being up here, away from this. This just feels very strange to me, so I'm going to try to find a mod. Because actually, Dragon Age Origins did the same thing. It had the subtitles at the top, and I modded it to move it down here to the bottom. So I'm going to try to find the same thing for this game, I think.
What's the worst that could happen?
I do not fear death. That does not mean we should be reckless.
Alright. Well, I guess you have to come along with us, which means we're going to bring you two. I think we're okay without Anders. We can do the healing ourselves. No one's... It's not been that... I don't really want to be a healer, so we're going to stock up on health potions and put it all in their tactics that they have to heal themselves, but I would like to have the capability. Right, let's level up Fenris then. So he is a damagey boy. So mainly strength. Something like that maybe. Yeah. I think we can basically ignore these three. Right, so what's his special things? Tevinter Fugitive, tattooed with lyrium and fueled by vengeance. Fenris is an unnerving foe and an invaluable ally on the battlefield. I'm really excited to get access to all these specialized ones. Magic resistance or critical damage. Damage up to 50%, inverse proportion of his health. Cool. It's quite a big increase. Alright, well, we'll look at those in the future when we can actually use them. For now, we're going to grab Mighty Blow, Giant's Reach, more Leech, Scythe, Sunder. What just happened? Oh, that was weird to me. Okay, lots of damage on Mighty Blow. That's cool. And then we want Warmonger or Vanguard? No, we don't want Taunt. Or Battlemaster. No, Battlemaster's tanky stuff, isn't it? I mean, Stamina Regen isn't bad to pick up. I'm going to grab Stamina Regen. Yeah, let's grab... Actually, they probably all need to grab that, realistically. Yeah. And then... Control or Might. Sustained mode. And then Tactics. Yeah, he's got it. Sweet. Okay, that worked out really well. I'm going to want to respec everyone at some point after I, learn what works. And nope. Well, Varric tried, to be fair to him. He did try. Chill for a second while they all die around me. Annoyingly, the first set were all weak and now they're all strong. Some shady business going on here.
To do his fighting for him. Daenerys, can you hear me? Your pets cannot stop us.
Yeah, Daenerys, nerd. It's Friday, I'm in love. That song is whomped into my head right now. Not really sure why. I feel like every fight I should just be starting by throwing this down in the middle, like so. Oh, there's a lot of traps. Varric. Oh, it's one trap. It's just one very big trap, apparently. I need to see if I can extend the range on Chain Lightning. Ooh, Rage Demon. Look at Fenris go. What a baller. Ooh, that was more like it though. Yeah, I don't know, I'm enjoying myself. Is that okay? How do I get in this room? That's annoying me. What the heck is this in the corner? It looks very high. I think it's a shield. Is it a shield? I don't know. It might be a big weird mask. How the heck do I get in this room? It looks like I need to fill these slots somehow. No, because they're on everywhere. I don't... I'm not sure. It's not locked. Which way do I want to go, logically? Oh, God only knows. Let's have a little peek, a little pook. A little Wanderino, as the kids say. Probably. Can't prove they don't. Do you know all the kids? No. So maybe some of the kids say they go for a Wanderino.
Not going to happen.
Okay. You know that's one that Varric can't open. It's not... if it's golden, Varric can open it. If it's not golden, Varric can't do anything. Oh, I don't have Anders anymore. I should turn on Aura. Buddy. Runed Staff. Staff? Runed Staphylococcus. Oh, 12% fire damage, but I'm not using fire spells right now, so no. I do want to pick up Firestorm. Firestorm was really cool, so we'll probably transition into that at some point. Alright, Fenris, you baller. Just zoomed in like a mate. That was great.
One left to worry about. Let's finish this.
No, we're gonna stop throwing these out now. I'm not gonna lie, Fenrir is definitely making Warrior look more interesting than I had considered it. I have no regrets picking Mage, but I still don't know what I'm picking for Inquisition. I mean, we've got like 60 hours of this game to go first, so let's not worry too much about that right now. But I am always curious as to what we'll do next time around. My original thought was definitely... Oh, you're dead. My original thought was definitely that I'm going to go... You know, I'm going to play all three, basically. Ooh! Get more coin. I'm going to be rolling in the cashola. I'm still quite poor, as it happens. Belt. Evelyn. There you go. I thought I was going to play Rogue, Mage, Warrior. That was very much the plan. I'm kind of reconsidering. Especially because all the classes are so... I mean, look at Mage in this game compared to Mage in the last game. It's not the same class, you know? It doesn't really... Like, you don't have to swap to get variety. We'll see how I feel. I'll do some research into the specs and stuff. Let's not worry about that for quite a long time, eh?
You do get results, don't you?
Do, Varric. Thank you. I keep forgetting that I need to keep an eye on everyone's health. Oh, we got the key. I wonder if that's for... Ooh, demonic belt. What do you do when you're at home? Cold damage. Nah, I only have one. Oh, I forgot I've got Connor Cold. My beloved. I don't use Connor Cold for damage though, I use Connor Cold for control more than anything else. I've been corrupted by Morrigan. I don't know how you get this, because they're not locked, so that's what's confusing me. But I guess this door up here we can now open, probably. Yeah, there we go, hello beautiful.
That should do it.
Oh, hey.
Let's finish this.
Where are you off to? Oh ho ho! I know Connor Cold. Let's find out. I don't... Is friendly fire just not a thing? Maybe it's only on high difficulties. I wonder if I can see this in the options. I'm just curious. Does it tell me anything? Oh, well, it does, yeah. Normal difficulty, good balance of challenge and survivability, moderate use, blah blah. Hard. It doesn't say anything. At this setting, errant spells and attacks will harm your allies. So there's no friendly fire until the hardest difficulty setting. This is interesting. Oh, Ferris is a monster! I'm going to turn off, actually, bear with me. I thought this would be really useful, but I'm looking at it and I don't like it anymore. I'm going to turn off damage numbers. So it's just going to look cool. I don't need to see the damage number, I just need to see the health bar go down, you know?
Gone. I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer. I assume Daenerys left valuables behind. Take them if you wish. I need some air.
He's basically Dante. he's very much designed to be the cool guy. He's as cool as can be. You know, the white hair, like Dante. Lyrium veins. All the flippy warrior stuff. The deep voice. His elvish features. Right, what have we got in these chests? We've got 13 silver. We've got Slaver Lord's Cowl. That's really good. And we've got a bit more cash. Have a look at this cowl. It looks strong. No one's doing cold damage. I mean, I'm not even wearing a helmet, so that's a big upgrade. 25 more armor, 2 crit chance, 6 mana, and it's got an enchantment slot. Look, folks! No helmet by default because I turned it on in the options. What a wonderful day! I still don't know how you get in this bloody room now, and you clearly can. That's why I'm getting annoyed. You can clearly get inside here, because look, it's got like a whole section to it. I can't figure out how. Do I approach from up here? Something suspicious on this. Let me inside you. You've been so annoying about it. I don't know. Maybe we end up coming back, although I suspect that is not the case. Not filled with joy on the events that have transpired here. Oh, they killed all the nugs.
It never ends. I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt me at every turn. It is a plague burned into my flesh and my soul. And now I find myself in the company of yet another mage. I saw you casting spells inside. I should have realized sooner what you really were. Tell me then, what manner of mage are you? What is it that you seek?
It's cool, isn't it, that it's all adjusted for the fact that I'm a mage. Yeah, I like that.
I'm just trying to get by.
Yet I have seen many crimes done in the name of survival.
Not all mages are alike, or I'd be the first to act.
I imagine I appear ungrateful. If so, I apologize, for nothing could be further from the truth. I did not find Denarius, but I still owe you a debt. Here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised. Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
You didn't seem all that thrilled with me a moment ago.
You are not Denarius. Whether you are anything like him remains to be seen.
Are you going to have a problem with my companions?
I will watch them carefully if we travel together. I can promise no more.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Denarius wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
Yeah, I think we'll rock him. I mean, I think he seems very strong. And Anders, so far...
gangs and dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
Why rivalry plus 10? Wasn't I good? Is it because I'm a mage? Interesting. Oh, right. Well, we have to go back here to talk to Fenris again. He's staying here. Well, I guess I am allowed back in, so maybe we can get into there later. It's a bit weird. You have to go to their home to talk to them when they're right here, but it's because we don't have like a hub section anymore. We don't have the camp. Another hour has passed, and we remain in Kirkwall. We need to go talk to all three of these people here. We need to... Right, that, no, and we need to go talk to Athenril. Outside. Don't have 50 sovereigns. Okay, so we don't have that much that is doable here. Okay, I don't think we can follow up those rumors either. The game is in like a several act structure, so I think there's rumors that we get now that don't come to fruition until later acts. I hope. Either way, next video we'll start working on these companion quests, and then we will hopefully head outside of the bloody city. We shall see. I've got hiccups. Thank you for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.